Hey, Avad fam, this is Dr. Clark Kaufman at Avad Chiropractic and Wellness, coming at you with another Wednesday health tip. Today we're going to be talking about stress and how that impacts your life, and even some pain, right? So let's start there. Let's start with stress and pain. Now, everybody has stress, so we're going to get into a little bit more specific of what stress we're talking about, and then kind of go from there. So when you're stressed, when you're uptight, when you just have something gnawing on your mind, do just that. Feel what's going on in your physical body. Kind of step back and say, what is going on? What am I feeling right now in my physical body? And so when you do that, if you can step out of that stressful situation and say, what's going on in my physical body? What do you experience? For a lot of us, it's tension. It's your shoulders start to migrate and you feel like you gotta, you're doing this number, you're rounding, and your shoulders roll forward, and you kind of just creep down, and everything's tense. A lot of times for me specifically, I notice like my leg will get really tense. I don't know if I'm pushing off. I think I push off the floor a little bit and hold it there. And so that's how I experience stress in a physical symptom, instead of it coming out in a certain way, like verbally, or some other way. My physical symptom, yeah, is definitely like I feel my legs tighten up. So little tidbit into my life, but this has profound impact on not only our emotions but also our physical body. So if you're tense for a long time, your muscles will get fatigued and things start to hurt a little bit more. And so when you have this chronic tension, say, like up here, a lot of people, they hold their stress in their shoulders. You start to like, it feels super tense. And then when you do relax it out of that stressful situation, it pulls. And so when it pulls, you can experience things, well, like pain in the neck and even headaches, that tension wrapped, because everything is used to this. And when you relax it, it really does pull up into the neck area. And then so you get wraparound pain, you can get headaches, So that's probably one of the most common areas that we see happening, on a daily basis, is just this tension type headache that comes around because of, I'm tense, I'm in stressful situations. And so this can become a problem short term and long term, because if you're doing that, you're not only one helping your physical body, but your emotional, mental state is also affected as well. And so you become less productive. Your memory isn't as good, and so you don't function the way that you used to. And so even if you're like, say, like myself, 29 years old, sometimes I forget more common things than I used to. So I'm constantly like writing stuff down. Now that's a lot of that is just because of life, but at the same time, your memory starts to fade is because you have so much stress flooding and cortisol flooding your brain that you cannot think clearly. And so you see, it all began with stress, from muscle tension to brain dysfunction, if you want to call it that. So stress has a lot of underlying effects that we don't even see and we can't see. So how do we kind of differentiate where this stressor is coming from? You really have to get deep into that a little bit and kind of ask really good questions about that, what the stress, the underlying stress, and the cause of it is. And so really it's a holistic approach to not only fixing your emotional states, but also muscle tension and pain. And that ultimately affects your spine and how you move and things like that. So it's really what we like to do here is look at your body and your life as a holistic aspect, that there's more than just the physical side of things. There is an aspect, like emotional aspect and chemical aspect, what you're ingesting in your body. And so that can actually that affects everything, not just, I'm sore here, right? So really a dynamic, you are a dynamic being, and a lot of dynamics are at play. And so we try to get to those underlying causes. So I know that's a lot of information to take in right now, but next time you're in that stressful situation, what I want you to do, just a tip to do, is just kind of, if you can, step back from where kind of take a bird's eye view of where you're at and just say, okay, where do I feel the tension? Where do I feel like I'm like me pressing against the floor and tensing up my legs? And just try to relax that, see how that feels. Because stress will come out in something. And so it's just a matter of how do we disperse that energy, so that you can, well, not only feel better, but be healthier, live a healthier life, and go do your best work. So that is today's Wednesday health tip. If you have any questions, just let us know. You can email me, you can connect with us on Facebook, or give us a call. That's fine. Thanks. Have a great day.